Hello everyone, and today we're going to be running a lemonade stand. We can adjust the price of our lemonade down here, buy some upgrades and make some lemonade. To make lemonade we do need to make sure we have the ingredients necessary, and it does just use one of each to make, so we do need to balance how much it costs us versus how quickly it sells. As you see, we have 3 lemonade waiting but no money to make more because we did overmake. So we do want to make sure that we always have some lemonade to sell, but we do need to make sure we don't keep running out of money. We are so close to being able to purchase our first upgrade, which does make ice cost no money, so we can just buy a good amount of it. But I did just accidentally purchase a ton of sugar instead of ice, which was not what I meant to do. So we are going to have to try and make our money back. It won't take very long, so we only need 100 gold to be able to make it so that lemons cost no money, and they are our big expenditure. And if we can manage to get that, it will just make it so that we are only spending about $3 to make lemonade instead of the 8 it was costing us at the start. So we have now managed to save up the 100 coins that we do need so that we can make it so that lemons are now free. This has massively increased our profit margins, as it is now just $3 to make a single glass of lemonade, and we are selling them for 10. So even though that isn't a particularly big profit margin, it does add up eventually, as they are just going to keep climbing the longer we go, and we can make it so that even sugar will cost no money in a not very long amount of time, because if we sell all of this we'll have $190, which will easily get us what we need. And eventually we get to make a distribution system which will absolutely spike the amount of money that we can make and will be fantastic. And that is the 150 that we need to get a sugar field, which makes sugar free as well. So we're just going to bulk buy a ton of those so that we never have to worry again. As it does now only cost $2 per, we could drop the price down a bit to make them sell significantly faster, because we're still making more profit than when we started, and if we can get them to just sell faster, we'll absolutely make a killing. Can we skip in a purchase? We could, instead of getting the lemonade machine, we could go straight to the bicycle, because I believe that'll just increase our sales per second. The fact that we're jumping straight to a distribution network to then being able to buy a factory is going to be insane. So I did save up the 250 because I wanted to see if I could skip it, but I can't. We will buy the lemonade machine, which just cuts out having to click the make lemonade button, which isn't particularly big for us. But neither here nor there. Less work is less work, and we are quite the entrepreneur, it seems, because we are just raking it in. Oh, and the glasses are free now. I didn't even notice that. So we are just, everything is just profit now. We got so much. So we are going to make it so that we can distribute via that, which did just give us an extra 10% sales per second. So we are going to try and keep it at the 50% mark, just because that number ticks up quite nicely, with it being once every other second as a chance. But our stockpile of lemonade is huge, so we'll be able to very easily make a lot of money now without much effort on our behalf. Our little entrepreneur here very much put the work in nice and early for us, enough that she's already able to buy a car. And for someone this old that looks like they're sub-teens, it's quite an impressive feat for a business. But again, that gives us another 10%, so we will just increase the price so that we're still at the once every other second. We are only 50% off being able to get our own branded truck as well, so we are absolutely insane at this dig. What are we putting in the lemonade to make everyone want to get it? Well, I know it's not a common thing in my country. I don't think I've ever heard of them being this popular in the States either. But that is enough now that we can buy the truck, increase our price again. It is back to where we started, but listen to how much faster that money is coming in now. So it will not take us long to be able to buy a lemonade factory. And there we go. We have already made enough to buy a factory. With this factory, we can make even more stuff. So we are still at the same buy chance. We have more options, including outsourcing our labor. So we are becoming a proper business. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not entirely sure how this works. So we're selling 10 per. Our money is still going up, so that's fine. Increase the bottle. I have no idea, but we're definitely making money still, so that's all that matters. And look at that, we're up to 14 per. At least our little entrepreneur here has the sense to wear a hard hat. So does bottlers make us more lemonade? I honestly don't know. It feels like the bottlers are making us the lemonade and then our trucks are selling it. So we kind of want to balance this number here so that we're not losing any, because as we just proved, we do run out eventually. I'm just going to buy a ton of bottlers because I'm just getting bored of trying to balance it. So I'm just going to buy as many as I can. We do have a lot of upgrades that we can buy, so we can increase our truck size, outsource our labor, and make it so that our bottlers have been upgraded. So we are now paying nothing for our bottlers, so we can just buy tons of them so that they are going to make us so much lemonade, and just dump the rest into our trucks so that we're now making 48 per. We do need $1 million so we can buy a skyscraper to take our business to the next level, which will be massive. I've just bought a ton of trucks and not upped our sell price, so we were just wasting a ton of money there. But we are now finally going down on the lemonade. We've been even for so long, but let's get our price back up at 50%. We are nearly holding. Let's get that up to 400, and we're going to buy ourselves a skyscraper. And as our little entrepreneur here says, as now that we're able to afford a skyscraper, the sky is no longer the limit, and the PR is definitely on our side as we are being portrayed as a cute and innocent child. Nobody has noticed that we are using slave labor. We'll see what else we're able to get away with. And our first option here is getting involved in politics. We are quite clever, to be fair. So we will buy lobbyists, and if we can make $1 trillion, we will answer the Femi paradox, which I have no idea what it is, so we're going to ignore that. So we can use our scissor currency to reduce our taxes. Oh, that just increases it, which makes us more money, and we can then spend money to lobby for dubious laws just to make more money. We are making so much money that even using an auto clicker, I can't keep up with the amount we are making, so I can't spend enough. As a business, that is fantastic news. But we can just buy a ton of lobbyists who are just going to outsource the politics, so they're just going to keep making this currency over here, and we're just going to let them go. I don't think a business has ever made money this fast. I wouldn't mind. If this kind of money could be made from just making lemonade, I would definitely learn how to make it, because holy crap, we're at nearly $900 billion. What on earth? And there is the big $1 trillion that we needed to answer the Femi paradox. And in doing that, I feel like we just ended the world. There is no water left on the planet, and society is bracing for an imminent collapse. And, well, it was going to happen sooner or later anyway, so at least it was us that did it. That well, that is something. Honestly, that completely bogged my mind. But that has been Lemon Apocalypse. We took a humble little lemonade stand where we wanted to buy a bike and ended the world. You can get Lemonade Apocalypse on Steam at the link in the description. I hope you had fun, and I will see you in the next one.